Hey guys, and welcome to my first ever episode of this podcast that I've called Jess's Football Fangirl Diaries. So I'll be discussing various topics in football, from the players to the fans and all in between. So I hope that you will all enjoy. And let's get into it. This episode won't be too long as it's my first episode, so it's more of an introduction. We won't really be I won't really be speaking about much here. I'll just be talking about myself and then my favorite footballers. So as I've said at the beginning, my name is Jess, and you may already know me from Instagram as @lovenico_, or from TikTok as harveysnico_. And I'm 17 in a few weeks actually, and I'm from Ireland. I find it so crazy because honestly I wasn't always a sports kind of girl. I only got into football in 2017 when Mo Salah joined Liverpool, because I thought he seemed so amazing, and I really wanted to get into it, so I started watching the games, and eventually obviously I fell in love with it, and here we are. I would say that I'm very much so a Liverpool supporter since 2017, but Nottingham Forest have captured my heart a little bit with Nico Williams, as he is my favourite footballer. I will forever praise Nico because I just love him so much, and he deserves so much more love and support, and I will say that forever because he deserves all the hype that he can get, I believe. My other favourite players would definitely be Harvey Elliott. I'm obsessed with him. Just the way he plays is, I don't know how to describe it, but I always really enjoy watching him play, even though he's not playing at the moment due to his injury. Also Bobby Clark, I love him. Since he was with Liverpool and now he's with Salzburg, I'm just so in love with him, and I just love him. I don't know how to describe it, but I just love him. I've recently became obsessed with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jude Bellingham, and honestly, I don't know how I wasn't obsessed before. I personally don't get it, because I would watch the edits all the time, and I just don't know, it took me so long just to really get into them. I'm absolutely obsessed, as I've said about every player that I've spoken about. I don't know how else to describe my feelings, but I'm in love, I'm obsessed, I adore them. What else? I'm always happy when I watch them play. They're literally my everything. Without football, I don't think I wouldn't be who I am. I think it's really weird that there was a time where I wasn't into football. It's so crazy to me that I wasn't always this crazy football fangirl that makes the edits and talks about the players all the time. You won't catch me going a day without talking about one of my favorite footballers. You never will. I will always be talking about them somehow. I will always incorporate them into conversation, no matter what the topic is. I'll be talking about them all. They're just astonishing. I will never get over it. I think now I will speak on sort of my social media accounts and my ideas with them content wise, so I'm just going to talk about that for a little bit. So my Instagram, @lovenico_, I've had that since the 17th of April 2020, so over 4 years now, and it's just every time I'm on that account I'm just so happy. It's like my comfort place is what I always describe it as, because it truly is, and there's no other feeling to describe than I'm just so happy there, and the people there are honestly the most lovely people ever. I'm so proud of the community that I've made there, because everyone is generally so lovely. No one is ever really mean. it wasn't always like that. I think I'll incorporate that into another episode to talk about, because this is just like an introduction, so I don't really want to go into a bigger rant right now. My Instagram's just like, it's everything I've ever wanted in an account. Like, there's always people there who support me no matter what, and it's just amazing. And yeah, I'm just so grateful and appreciative of everything. So if you're listening and you're from there, I love you so much, and I'm sending you so many loves and hugs, and I actually wish I could hug every single one of them, my followers, because they're so nice. And like, sometimes I'm like, do I really deserve all this? But it's crazy in the best way possible. I love you all. And my other football fangirl account is my TikTok, Harvey's Nico _ that I recently made not too long ago, because I wanted to grow another platform due to me wanting to get into sports media and journalism. I just felt like if I had a few platforms, it would really help me with my confidence, because sometimes I'm not very confident with my content. I'm trying to have as many platforms as possible, hence why now I have Instagram, TikTok, and now also YouTube as well for my podcasts. And I think I might make some videos sometimes, but I think it will mainly just be podcasts here, as that is easier for me to do, because it won't take me that long to edit. I don't think I'll be able to get out like the episodes as quick as possible, so we have an episode or two a week, hopefully. A week anyways, that is the goal for the start, or maybe one every 2 weeks for the start. I'm so excited to be doing this, and I hope that you are gonna enjoy listening. And please do comment and tell me your thoughts, and we can have a little conversation going, or you can message me on Instagram or TikTok and we can talk there, no problem at all. I always respond. I remember sometime I got a request and they were like, oh, I don't know if you're gonna respond, and I'm like, I only have like 2,000 and something followers. Obviously I'm gonna reply. Like, I always reply, no matter what. I will always try my best to reply as quickly as possible. So yeah, you can always talk to me, my DM's always open. So yeah, so lastly, I'm gonna sort of talk about just like rounding off my intro basically. So I also make these football fangirl diary posts on my Instagram, my TikTok, and it's just like me writing about various topics in the football community. So if you want to support them as well, I'd really appreciate that. But obviously I will be talking about similar things on here, so you can listen on here or you can go over there and look at them. I've made 2 posts already if you want to go check them out. And of course, if there is any topics you want me to talk about, I'll gladly talk about them. Just comment or message me and I will try my best to talk about that for you. So yeah, here is me rounding off the first episode of my podcast here, and I just want to say, if you've listened to this whole thing, thank you so much. It's a bit all over the place as it's my first one. I'm just trying to get my head wrapped around things. I didn't make a script for this, although for my next couple I'm gonna make a script so I don't go off topic, because I think that's very helpful. And so yeah, thank you so much for listening. If you've listened, I actually can't believe you've listened, but yeah, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative. I appreciate you pretty much. So yeah, thank you once again. I keep saying thank you. I don't know why I keep saying thank you. But thank you, and I love you guys so much. And my socials are always there if you want to talk. Thank you so much. Bye guys, love you guys.